baraka nyingi Mungu ametupa, nchi yenye vijito na chemichemi, nchi yenye maziwa, ngano na asali. Jina la Bwana lihimidiwe.
Hamjambo watazamaji, jioni ya leo. Bwana asifiwe. Jina langu ni Reverend Esther Jerry Wainaina, na ninampenda Yesu Kristo kama Mwokozi wa maisha yangu. A woman is like a flower in the garden. And like flowers, women are a symbol of strength, light, and life. Women play a great role in the church. And the Women's Guild is one of the church groups in the PCA church. And Women's Guild is a group where women are involved from the local church level to the national level, according to our church hierarchy. And in support to the women's ministry in the PCA church, the church has assigned a one-week program to be run by the women of the PCA. And this year, the Women's Guild Week is guided by a theme drawn from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 11. Forget not the Lord your God. And in celebrating the theme, we have the mentorship program. And with us in the studio, we have this group of panelists, and I want to introduce them briefly. On the farthest right, we have our brother, Richard. Richard is a member of PCA Juja Township Church. He's also a secretary of a mentorship group in the same church and a member of PCMF group. Then next to him, we have Mugore Kamura. Mugore is a member of PCA Church. She's a guild member. She's also the coordinator of the Girl Guild in the Presbyterian Church of East Africa. And she's also a teacher by profession and our evangelist. Welcome to the show. Next to her, we have our able Secretary General, Reverend Peter Kania. He is the current Secretary General, and he has a lot of passion for mentorship. Welcome to the studio, our Secretary General. And next to him, we have Roslyn. Roslyn is a member of the Women's Guild. She's a member of Vika Township Church, and she's a counselor by profession and a mother and a proud mentor to the both boy and girl child. And with us, we have our sign language interpreter, Judy. Thank you so much, Judy, for being with us. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming on time and being ready to be used by the Lord to mentor both men and women in our church. And turning to you, our Secretary General, you are in leadership of the Presbyterian Church. And we know very well you are very passionate about mentorship. Can you tell us briefly how the church is conducting mentorship programs? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Dr. Esther. The church has been involved in mentorship because again, Christianity and the faith therein is about mentorship. It is about growing one generation to the other so that the counsel, the whole counsel of God, may be instilled in the lives of every generation. And so the whole work that the church does is mentorship, although it may be segmented again, as Jesus said, segmented them so that you can be able to feed them. Their mentorship at all levels, at the children level, at the youth level, and those other levels. So the church is doing a lot of mentorship within her groups, department, women, the men, the youth, the children, and also families. And it is quite intensive.
Yes.
And like now we are here because the ministry of the Women's Guild has been involved for almost over 100 years with the work of mentorship since those early years of the 20th, when our mothers started mentoring young girls. After those crises that were there was a lot of retrogressive culture of FGM and others, and the Women's Guild ministry has been mentoring girls to make them better, and mostly to make them good disciples of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Thank you very much. Viewers, we have heard that the church has continued to do its mandate by mentoring both boys and girls. And we are happy today to have Mogore, who is a member of the Girls Guild. And the Women's Guild started as a girls program. And when those girls got married, there was continuity. And today, we are proud to have Mogore, who is a coordinator of the Girls Guild in our church. Kindly, Mogore, can you tell us, as a member of the Women's Guild, how do women mentor girls?
Thank you very much once again, our viewers. Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Esther. I am happy to be again, as you have said, in this place. And as an example to most of us, and we say that we are a product of mentorship. And as G has put it, is that the work of the church is to mentor many, to bring people, to bring them up, and to give them a direction. One of the things that I can say is that we have been mentored as girls. And I will just go straight to how women have mentored us, I being one of them. Number one is that, or one way women have mentored us, or even the church, is that they have acted as role models. So by modeling. That is even before they have spoken to us, before they have taught us, before they have given us guidance and counseling, we have admired their behaviors, their lives, their love for God, their work in the church, and even their beauty. I always tell people that one thing that we looked at before we even joined Women's Guild is that blue scarf and that blue uniform. That alone gave you that desire to join these women and to be part of them. And of course, their characters and their traits, they attracted us to the Women's Guild, and that is one way of mentoring. Then the other thing, in the Women's Guild or in the church, there is guidance and counseling, whereby we girls, we are mentored by being given that advice. Sometimes there are those seminars that are prepared for us. We have conferences. We have those other fellowships that we usually go, whereby people are invited to talk to us. And so we are given guidance and counseling according to our levels and according to our age groups. Because of course, from the girls that we have in the church, we are of different ages, in different age brackets. Then the other thing is about teachings. We have so many teachings that we receive, and that is one of the things that have really kept us going and moving. And we have desired to remain in the Women's Guild. I have served as a youth leader. But I'm very happy, and I learned so many things when I was a youth leader. But there are other teachings that were added to my life, and they have made me who I am today from the Women's Guild through the mentorship of teaching. So they have become teachers. The times they have invited people to talk to us, they have mentored us in that way. And of course, the other very important way of mentoring, we have had our girls who have been sponsored by the Women's Guild. The sponsorship or being sponsored by the women. They take a girl, they take that girl to school, they bring her up, somebody who didn't have any hope, somebody who didn't have any hope for maybe for education or something like that. They have educated those people, they have taken them even to college, and even looked for some vacancies in job vacancies. And so that is a way of mentoring them. And with that, we get that desire to grow like them, to love God the way they love God. And that one way have really made us to be what we are. And we can say that the church have really worked very hard. And as we are celebrating this and observing the Women's Guild Week, we can actually appreciate them and say they have done a good job. And that is why we join them and we follow them and we want to remain being part of them.
Dr. Esther, if you can allow me to add a bit.
Yes.
We as a men and we were boys and a product of mothers.
Mm-hmm.
My mother is a member of the Women's Guild. She's over 80 years.
Mm-hmm.
I always remember that when we were young, every holiday, every school holiday, the women, the Women's Guild ministry in our parish would always have a seminar, 1 day or 2 or 3, with the girls. And this was happening across the board all over. The wife married to Nerias Wanjiro Kanya is a product of that program. They used to meet with the Women's Guild every holiday from class 5. And so they grew under that mentorship program. So I want to say they have done a lot. Currently, women in several places have even come up with curriculums so that now they are doing a systematic, well-organized mentorship program. And we hope that this will go to every other area and even other churches so that we can have women of nobility in this nation and the world.
Asante sana Mugure. Na ningekuomba utunenee kidogo yale wamama wamefanya kwa lugha ya kitaifa.
Okay. Tunasema ya kwamba kwa sababu tunanena kuhusu ushauri ambao tunapata ili tukaweze kuwa vile tuko wakati kama huu. Tumesema ya kwamba jambo la kwanza ni kwamba wamama wamekuwa mfano mwema katika maisha yetu. Vile tunawatazama, vile tunaona tabia zao, mielekeo yao, mienendo yao, mavazi yao pia tunayapenda, na hiyo ni njia moja ya kutupa ushauri na kutuvutia kwa ule mwaliko wa kikundi cha wakina mama. Jambo lingine ni kwamba wanatupa mafunzo ambayo yanatusaidia kusimama, kama vile SG ameongeza ni kwamba tumekuwa na seminari, tumekuwa na conferences, tunaitwa tukiwa wote ama kulingana na parokia ama kipresbiterio, tunaletwa pamoja, tunatafutiwa mshauri ambaye anatufunza na tunapata yale mashauri ama yale mafunzo ya kutusaidia kusimama na kuwa vile tuko. Jambo lingine ni kwamba wamama wametusaidia sana katika kutuinua kimaisha. Sio tu kutufunza mambo ya kiroho. Wanachukua msichana ambaye hakuwa na tumaini la kusoma, labda kwa sababu ya zile shida ziko mahali yametoka, wanamuinua, wanamchukua, wanampeleka shule, wanalipa karo yake, alafu labda anasoma mpaka masomo ya juu na pia anapata kazi. Kwa ile mambo kama hayo wanafanya yanatuvutia sana katika ushirika huu wa kina mama, na sio tu ushirika tu wa kina mama. Tunampenda Mungu zaidi na tunajua ya kwamba kuna njia. Na pia wanatuonyesha kwamba ile njia ambayo tumefuata si bure, because wamefuata, wamefika mahali na wametoboa. So tunasema ya kwamba hata sisi tukifuata kuna mahali tutatokelezea. Tukiwa washindi na tukiwa watu ambao wako na ujasiri. Yeah.
We thank the Lord so much for the Women's Guild. I am also a product of the Women's Guild. I love my mother, who is a member of the guild, and other mothers in the village, well done. Continue in doing the good work. And I know the girl child will stand in the name of the Lord. Women carry a lot. They are mothers to sons, too. And I thank the Lord, we have one of our sons with us in the studio, our son Richard, a member of PCMF. I am sure you have been mentored by the PCMF as a young man, and the guild too has mentored you. Can you kindly share with us how the guild has helped you? And I'm sure because you are PCMF, you can start with the PCMF and then you tell us what the woman has done in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Dr. Esther and our viewers. As you've heard, I'm a product of mentorship, as my sister said earlier. And one of the role and the mission of the PCMF is drawing men to Christ. And actually that is one of the things that really made me admire the fellowship of the Presbyterian Church Men Fellowship. The aspect of men being drawn near to Christ was one of the most fulfilling things in my life. And as we all know, the words of Paul in the book of 1 Corinthians 11:1, that follow me as I follow Christ, that is one of the best things that in mentorship, as a man, as a young man, one would do, following a man as he follows Christ. And one of the things that I appreciate about the men is the different forums, and most specific, the introduction of the YPCMF group, where we feel we have now a sense of identity. Because earlier on, there was a challenge of where does a youth go, maybe you're past 35 years, where do you fall into? And that's when you'd see maybe most of the men were in a crossroad, you don't know where you are at. But the introduction of the YPCMF has made most of us, the young men, to have a sense of identity, and also see our elders, that is our senior dads, as our role models. Because through the YPCMF, we're able to merge and interact. We've had various sessions with them, and we've had even interactive sessions where we are able to pour out our challenges and speak to them, and that has been very fulfilling. Coming back to the Women's Guild, that is one of another great pillar that our church has. And we all know the love of a mother, and we appreciate the role that the Women's Guild is playing in our church. And I appreciate one of the factors that they are able to merge with the PCMF to nurture us, both the young men and women in our church. And maybe to give an example, we've had forums where we've been brought together by the PCMF group and the Women's Guild just to discuss some of the challenges that we, the young people, are going through. And the face that is present when you have those discussions is the face of a mother and a father. And we've seen even some of maybe the young people, the youths who don't maybe have parents, they can be able to identify with a mother who has that love and who is ready to work with you as a mentor. So we appreciate the role that the Women's Guild is playing in our church, and most also the PCMF. And I can truly say that I'm a product of the Women's Guild and the PCMF. Also to add, the Women's Guild has also played a very great role. Currently, through the Women's Guild, I was able to admire one of the roles that they were doing as they were guiding the young girls through the Girls Guild. And currently my wife is a product of that nurturing and that mentorship. So we appreciate and we are grateful.
Wow. Viewers, from Richard's confession, he also got a Girl Guild as a wife. And Richard, women are great.
Sure.
And you have a great woman
Yes.
in your life.
Yes.
And maybe as a young man, apart from the domestic chores women do, and as a financial engineer,
Yes.
what role do you think the woman in your life, and that is your mother, maybe your grandmother,
Yes.
your aunties or your sisters played
Yes.
for you to be who you are?
Thank you, Reverend Dr. Esther, for that question. One, I appreciate the role of women in our society. And my mom also is a member of the Women's Guild. And one of the things I used to admire is that yearning and that zeal to just have that fellowship. I also happen to have some sisters. So the role of a woman is very critical in a man's life. And I would say I've had mentorship from my father, who is a member of the PCMF. But we've also had several sessions with my mom to tell me, or actually one of the things I appreciated is that when I was nearing the getting married, I had a sitting with my mom. And one of the things that she used to tell me was the character and the role of a woman in my life. Mm-hmm. So even as I'm in the search of a partner in life, which is a very critical and a very serious decision in life, I was very keen to look at a person who has the godly character and who has also been brought up in a very godly way. Mm-hmm. And so that I appreciate the role of women, because the mentorship of both the young girls and the young men does not merely depend on just the man, but it is a combination of both the man and the woman. So it's a very critical area, and it has helped me both in my career and even in my service to God. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate the role that women are playing in our society.
Viewers, you can see and you can hear the role of women in the lives of their sons, in the lives of their daughters, and I encourage you to be that woman. Mm-hmm. May it be to your son, may it be to your in-laws, may it be to that young man, that young woman within your neighborhood. Rosary.
Yes.
It is very nice to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
We see a woman in you, a mother, and a mentor. Can you tell us the role of the Women's Guild in the mentorship program of the church?
Thank you very much, Dr. Esther. Nashukuru Mungu kwa wakati huu ambaye ametupea. It's a very, very important time, and this is a very healthy discussion that you're discussing this evening. We are looking at ourselves as a church and the kind of a generation that you'd want to see tomorrow, being grounded in ways that are Christ-like and ways that we can be able to look back as parents and we say that indeed we did, or we did the assignment that God had given us. One of the things that I would want to say when you're talking about a mother as a mentor is that a mother as a mentor is somebody who is centered or who is praised in a very special place in our lives. A mother is someone who has an innate and a biological duty that they have to address and they have to partake in the lives of their children. A mother is biologically created to be a caregiver. And so that care is needed to be seen right from the time that a mother is raising up a girl or a boy, so that all that they are going to instill in that child, it is going to grow with them, and it can nurture them, and it can make them the responsible person that would want to see in the future. And so the role of a mother is a greater role. Even before a father comes in, the mother is the one who prepares the way and gives the father the leeway to be able to come into the life of the child. And right from the word go, the mother needs to ingrain some of the very important principles in the life of a child. The mother is the one who instills hope in the life of a little child by creating trust that the child can be able to grow with, and they can be able to get the assurance that there is a future for them, and that future is assured by somebody that they believe in. This mother, at the same time, is instilling will in a child. They're giving them the autonomy to be able to face life and see them being guided by a person that they can be able to trust, and that is the mother. that will motivate a child right from within themselves that the future is good, because the person that I'm looking up to is really guiding me and is giving me the warmth and the comfort that I need for me to be able to go through this journey of life. They are also at the same time instilling discipline and empowerment in this child. They are telling the daughter or they are telling the son, you can be able to do it, and this is the way to do. They teach them, they coach them, they guide them so that they can be able to see and they can be able to enter into life duties with somebody who is leading them and who is guiding them. So they are able to see a mother as a reflection of what they can be able, the steps that they can be able to walk into with confidence, with assurance, and with the hope that life is good for me. And so as a mother, you are a role model. And whatever you are modeling to your child, that is exactly the kind of a product that you're going to get. I really appreciate when I'm hearing Mogore and Michael talking about how they have been mentored and what they are today because of the result of mentorship. That is telling us that there was a responsible mother who really did all that she could be able to do to give them the best that they can be able to attain. And they can be able to attest that, yes, I am a product of a mother, I'm a product of a father, I'm a product of somebody who parented me, and I can be able to see life in a new light. And much more, as a mother, you are giving this person a grounded, life, an anchor that they can be able to hold on. And you are pointing this young man and this young lady to Christ, because Christ is our divine mentor. When Christ was in his ministry, he mentored in a way that he was able to teach and give value to the people that he was ministering in his ministry. And it was shown by actions and work. And that is what a mother is supposed to do. We need to see a mother who is showing and a mother who is guiding, and exactly what they are guiding is what they are doing themselves. And so right after that, we can be able to see the results, like the results that we can be able to read in the Bible about the disciples who are called Christians because they were seen to be Christ-like. Because the mentorship that they were given by Christ, they were able to showcase them and to bring them out, and they were seen. And so the importance of a mother in mentoring is very key. You are a trusted guide. You are an assistant to the Holy Spirit to guide this person to start in a healthy way. If a child doesn't start in a healthy way, it means that there will be a lot of things which will not be right in their life, because the starting is very important. So whatever the mother, the kind of foundation that the mother is going to lay in the life of the child, being a boy or being a girl, means a lot to what will be the future of this person and the footstep that they can be able to follow and be able to keep in their lives.
Thank you very much, Rosalyn. We continue to hear what a woman can do. A woman can be called as a mother, a sister, an auntie. And this woman is a nurturer. Be that woman. From the time your child is born, be there for them. Thank you.
Baraka nyingi Mungu ametupa, nchi yenye vijito na chemichemi, nchi yenye maziwa, ngano na asali. Jina la Bwana lihimidiwe. Baraka nyingi Mungu ametupa, chemichemi, nchi yenye maziwa, ngano na asali. Jina la Bwana lihimidiwe.
Thank you very much, viewers. We had a break. And turning to our Secretary General, there is a statement we call, or we use the words he for she. And as a male figure, a father, can you tell us the role of the male figure in the mentorship of a girl child? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I wanted to say two things before I go to that. One, I wanted to say mentorship involves a relationship between a mentor and a mentee. And the mentee is the one who chooses a mentor. And you can have group mentorship, you can have individual mentorship, where somebody who is senior, not necessarily in age, but in expertise or some faith or whatever, guides another one, walking them with objectives to a journey. But I want to say the role of a father is very critical in the life of a girl. You learn that every girl who had a very good father, when they want to get married, they are looking for their father in a husband. Because psychologically, if the father was the best, they are yearning for that. If the father was not the best, there is trouble in the life of that girl. And you know, girls are inclined psychologically to their fathers. And so the life of that father is very critical in the life of a girl, by setting an example that that girl will see and even desire to get married to a man who is like the father. So the behaviors of the father, the faith of the father, everything about the father is very critical for the girl. And we wish to call all men to be real mentors to their girls, because it frustrates a girl when the father is not functioning and is dysfunctioning in any way, including spiritual things and the other things in life.
So what you are telling us is that every male, any male in the life of a girl child within the family, affects the perception of the girl as this girl child grows up. Thank you very much.
Indeed, yeah.
Thank you very much. Mogore,
Yes.
as a young lady and also as a mentor of your younger sisters, can you share with us the dangers or the challenges girls face when they don't have a mentor?
Yeah, it is very true that there are dangers that we face when we don't have mentors, because a mentor is is an important person in one's life. And as we started, we said we are products of mentorship. So if you lack a mentor, then you become a product that is not haijakamilika kabisa. And one of the dangers that we face, or people face when they lack mentors, not only girls but even young men, is that number one, they lack direction. Hawana mwelekeo, hawajui mahali wanaenda. Ni kama unafuata njia lakini you do not know where you are headed to. Now that is dangerous because you can get lost along the way. And on the other hand, you can get wrong direction kwa sababu huna mtu wa kukuguide na kukuonyesha hii ndio njia. Utapatana na watu wengine ambao watakuonyesha other ways that are maybe not godly. Na ndio maana tumeona most of our youths and the young people, they have been engaged in drug and substance abuse kwa sababu walikosa watu wa kuwaelekeza ama kuwapea ushauri ule ambao unafaa. And so when we lack mentorship, when we lack mentors in life, we do not have direction. Na mtu ambaye hana direction pia hana principles. Ni mtu ambaye tu ako hivi hivi. So yeye anaendaga na ile gari imefanya nini? Imeguruma. Ule upepo umekuja unambeba. And we find in the church and in the society, we have people who are not, watu ambao we cannot rely on them because they have not been brought up the way they are supposed to be brought up. The other thing about dangers of lack of mentorship is that we get into bad companies. And you know the Bible says that bad company ruin good morals. Sasa unapata kwa sababu tulikosa watu wa kutuelekeza vizuri na tulikosa watu wanaweza tupatia mfano mzuri katika maisha, we will get into bad companies because in this life hautawahi kosa watu wa kuandamana na wao. So if you lack good people and mentors, you get opposite of that. Unapata watu ambao watakuelekeza vibaya. They will give you false teachings. They will lead you to immorality, to bad behaviors, and to many other things. And so we would encourage even our viewers outside there to be mentors and to take in them ya kwamba wao ndio wanafaa kupeana mwelekezo, because mshauri ni mtu ambaye ameona mengi kuliko huyu mwingine. Na ndio maana pale mwanzo nilisema ya kwamba utakuwa na ule ujasiri wa kusonga mbele kwa sababu unajua mahali unaenda ama mahali unapita hawa wamepitia na waliwezana. Walipitia hizi changamoto na wakatoboa. So wakati uko na yule mshauri ama you have that mentor, uko na that brave, that boldness and that courage that you need to move on.
I've met teenage girls who told me that they lacked mentors. How would you help them to identify a mentor in a good one?
Yeah, kama vile SG amesema ni kwamba it is the mentee to look for a mentor. Of course, even the other way it still works. You can get somebody and you mentor them. How we can help our girls outside there, especially the teenage girls, is that ni vizuri wanaangalia, because everybody knows what they want in life. Kila mtu anajua kile anataka katika maisha yake. And so what you do is to look at those people and you identify them. They are those people that you really admire. Wewe ndani yako unasikianga ni kama kwamba kuna mtu ambaye una admire. Sometimes you don't even tell them, lakini unamwangalia tunasema ni mimi nataka kuwa kama fulani. And with that, unasikia that inside you, that feeling inside you that this is the person that I want to become. You know the interest that you have, you know the talents that you have, the abilities and the potentials that you have inside yourself. And then you look at those other people who are ahead of you, wale ambao wamehitimu katika hizo area zote, and then you can approach them, you can talk to them. And I have not seen, sijaona mtu ambaye people have approached na wamekataa kuwa mentor. Of course there are those that will not be ready, but hautakosa.
Thank you very much. Young girls, you can hear, mentors are all round within your reach. You can have a teacher you admire at school. You can have a neighbor you admire. Please make use of them. Richard, we are very happy you are a secretary to a mentorship group. The days we are living in are very challenging. There is a lot of worldliness influencing the young people. How are you coping up in the mentorship program? And how are you integrating these young people to the life of the church?
Thank you. We appreciate the church for giving us a platform for us to have a mentorship program. And one thing I would say, the mentorship program that we run has brought on board both skilled personnel, where we have counselors involved, we have different professions who are involved in this program, and also our parish minister who happens to be the patron of the program. And the curriculum does not just address the students or the teenager, it addresses both the young men and women, the young men and girls, and also the parents is also involved. So at the moment, as we face this pandemic, where we cannot maybe be able to have the social gathering and have the mentorship program as you've been running before, one of the things that you appreciate is the role that this program has had on impacting the parents to be a mentor also at home to that child. So with the current system that has changed, because now mostly we are now focusing on homeschooling, because now we have to homeschool our children since the institutions of learning are closed. It is now the role of parents at the moment or guardians to now take up the role and the skills that you've been taught through this curriculum of being a mentor to that son or daughter who is at home. So we also encourage positive use of the internet, because at the moment the only way that maybe most of the young people can be able to access knowledge and maybe some of the skills is through this internet that we have. but having a positive impact, because there's so much positivity that is there, maybe through the internet and the social media. We encourage positive use of some of these gadgets, because as you've seen, actually most of the institutions are now running toward online classes. So if there's a positive impact, if maybe a parent has gone through this program and has accepted also the son or the daughter to be mentored in a way, there is always going to be a positive impact, but despite the negativity that is there with this pandemic. So currently, what the program is encouraging is the parents to take up the role at the moment, to be a mentor to that son or daughter at the moment. And by that, I believe we not have a certain where we'll say this pandemic did more harm than good, but we'll still have that child who has been brought up through this program, mentored in church, mentored in their careers, and also mentored even at home, to have those positive skills that anyone will desire.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
To ask the last question to Rosemary, we have talked a lot about mentorship, and maybe our viewer has not yet understood the importance of mentorship. Can you kindly tell us, as a counselor, the importance of this mentorship in the lives of our children, in the lives of the generation we are bringing up, and probably briefly tell us how the church and community should handle it?
All right, thank you so much. I'll pick it from where the SG talked about mentorship being a special kind of a relationship between the person who is being mentored and the mentor himself or herself. And that relationship needs to be enhanced so well in a way that this will be a journey that these two people are walking together, and it needs to be a very consistent journey. We need to see the person who is guiding as a mirror, that the other person can be able to see, and whatever they are seeing in that mirror, it becomes a reflection of themselves. So the responsibility and the role that the mentor is playing is very crucial in the results that are going to come out of the person, this young lady and this young man who is to be mentored in this particular essence. And so the role of a mentor is very, very key in making and bringing the results that we want to see by the end of the day. You are there to be able to coach the person where coaching is needed. You are there as a teacher, and you're interchanging the roles depending with what is presenting at particular times in the lives of a young person, because you're also looking at the development of this young man and this young lady as they are going through the life development. And so at one particular time, you're playing different roles that are going to be inconsistent with what the person is experiencing as part there and then in their lives. And apart from coaching and teaching, you're also guiding, you're also instilling discipline to this person, you are creating a sense of care to this person so that they can feel that they are loved, so that they can feel that they have a value, and you can be able to teach or coach, if it is a man, the ingredients of a man, and already the ingredients of a woman, and what needs to come out of them, so that they can learn and be able to put that into practice even in their lives. As a church and even as the society, we cannot be able to thrive if we do not raise up responsible adults and children, so that we can be able to see the result as we are discussing and talking here, that we can be able to see the product of what has been done.
Thank
the
you very
church,
much.
Yes.
Thank you. You continue to see the product of what the church has done. And in the interest of time, I want Richard to give us his parting shot. Yes.
Thank you, our viewers, and thank you, Reverend Dr. Esther, for the opportunity. One thing I would appreciate is that, you need everyone in the society today, you need someone to work with. And as our SG rightly put it, it is me as a mentee to identify a person I can work with, may it be spiritually, may it be in terms of my career, maybe in terms of even the decision that I want to make in life. So I would encourage each and every one of us, both young and old. It is always good to have someone walk with you a journey, because it becomes easy when you have someone you can always look up to, like we've always done, and that's why we are where we are, and that's why we still feel we need someone to walk with us to be where we want to be.
Thank you very much, Richard Mugure.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ningependa kusema ya kwamba mimi nilichanganya lugha ile mama ako Mukurweine, ako Kivishoi, aweze kutuelewa. Tunasema ya kwamba we are grateful to the women and even to our fathers outside there kwa sababu ya kutulea na kutuonyesha njia. And it is our prayer and our urge to our viewers, chukua msichana pale, tembea na yeye, muonyeshe hii ndio njia, muonyeshe mtu anavaa hivi, mtu anaongea hivi. Wakati watu wakubwa wako hapa, mtu anahitaji ama anatakikana kukaa ama kuketi namna gani. And when we do that, we'll bring a generation that fears God, and of course a generation that is good to our land and even to our world.
Thank
May the Lord
you
God
very
bless
much.
you so much.
Thank you very much, Mugure. Let's hear from our Secretary General.
One, I want to say that mentorship is not a cheap exercise. It's expensive. It costs resources, it costs time, energy, and you being an example by living well. And I want to say, secondary, that mentors are very rare. I wrote a book on Leo fatherhood in a fatherless generation, and I think we should write a book on Leo motherhood in a motherless generation. So I encourage the Women's Guild and all women of nobility to continue with the work of mentorship, because there is scarcity of mentors. But every one of us should be a product of a group of mentors and not one.
Thank you very much. Rosalind?
Yeah, I would want to say at this particular point, as we are coming to the closure, that mentorship is the one that is going to help us to give empowerment to our young girls and boys, and so that they can be able to get the right guidance that can lead them and that can help them to be able to get the best in their lives. As mothers, as fathers, mentorship is one of the things that we have to put first in all the things that we do in our lives.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Viewers, we have heard that there is need for mentors. Be there for the girl in your neighborhood, because girls need mentors. Our sons need mentors, and they need somebody to speak with. The Lord bless us. May you be that woman who will stand out to be counted in the mentorship of the girl child. Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Baraka nyingi Mungu ametupa, nchi yenye vijito na chemichemi.